you, Intuitive Technical Solutions, for the opportunity to propose the website development and digital marketing plans that you may be looking for. So to start off, we have your website here, Intuitive Technical Solutions, and we've gone through it and we've learned a lot about what you guys need and what you're looking for. We see that you have it broken up into services, expertise, people, about, careers, very common. And we see that for the time that this was built, you had a very nice slider put in there to demonstrate quality design. And the text here is very enthralling in terms of just very content rich. A lot of people would be interested in really reading this material, seeing how they're looking for these services. And this is not just fluff. So we have a content rich site, although it is 6 years old. So we're looking at the possibility of updating to something like the Nexus theme, which we see has been tested by 1,587 purchasers through this distribution network alone, and it has a 5-star rating, which is hard to come by because developers are pretty picky. But when we go more into the theme, we can see why. This theme is pretty incredible. I've spent a lot of time looking into it, and it seems to be the perfect fit for a lot of reasons. For example, ITS has a service package of interoperability. Now that's something where they can say, hey, well, look, we can function with many different platforms, many different softwares, and so we'll show you here a little bit about how this theme actually does the same thing for different users. So if someone's on an iPhone or an iPad, it automatically changes. So as you can see here, the theme itself is changing in response to the size. So if you have an iPad size, for example, it provides as much content as possible. If you have a iPhone size, then people can still read this stuff, and this is going to be very important in demonstrating ITS's ability to stay up with the times in terms of software from a sales perspective. So that's one great feature about this theme. Another great feature is this right here, where within the theme itself we can have these layers coming in. Now currently this is pretty popular at the enterprise level, where you have a slider that's coming in from different areas and telling a story, which is, with the complexity of what ITS provides, it's important that we're able to quickly convey a story. And then importantly, we have the ability for a call for action, because one of the primary goals for ITS right now is sales cycle support. So they got somebody in the pipeline, they want this all to work out, they want it to pan out with this new potential client, and here we go. They're looking at the site, they're excited, everything's looking good, and they have the opportunity to contact at many different locations. Here's another example of the call to action, where if they didn't get it in the slider, they got it right here. And it just keeps on going in terms of the ability to provide that. So another thing that we notice when we look back at this primary page that we already have is that we have 3 different things: the solutions, the expertise, and the people that we're trying to convey. And now this theme is already designed to have those 3 different columns. We'd easily be able to put that stuff in there, which would be excellent. And for example, I read through the hot sheets, and these were very helpful for me. It really helped me understand what ITS does. And so we can also then put these 3, this could be the area where people could link to that and connect and understand more about the hot sheets, and so that's already designed in there too. So this is all some great stuff. We have currently put in a similar color as this site, so we can maintain the same brand, we can maintain the same colors, we can move all of the logos, and all of that will all be populated in here. And another great feature about it is, for example, we've got the people page here, and the leaders section here, where we have a couple of people featured, and there are pages specifically designed to talk about that already have the layout for that, so we can quickly put that in, and all the features show this very 2.0 modern style that people are looking for. Another thing that is great for this is for ITS is the fact that it's not a photo rich theme. It's not. It provides the content and the information that's needed with quality design, and that's good for a software company because it's hard to take pictures of all the software. Although we can put that stuff in, for example, when we want to show the back-end systems through these really great galleries. So this is already set up so that we can quickly show a lot of information at once, and there's all sorts of different design functions so people can sort them by what types of attributes you choose. For example, interoperability may be one, or enterprise solutions. It doesn't matter. The categories are up to you. Big call to action button with the phone number, which is great. Option to have any of the social media that we want, standard in almost any website now. So all of these things are excellent. So we have the interoperability through the responsiveness of the theme on different platforms. We have enterprise solution design, and we have a conversion-based approach through analytics, in that every click and every part of this theme itself is based around the conversion of having the client contact your firm. Additionally, from the firm, ITS would like us to have the potential for new client acquisitions, which means that we need to have really great search engine optimized platform, and then to put in the right metadata so that that all works. And so one great feature, for example, is that this theme has already been built with that in mind. So for example, if we just take a look at a button, because a high-level button link is very important, we can see in that button that the content is visible to the search engine. So I haven't properly highlighted it to see the actual element, so let's try again, and there we go. So we've got sliders here, and then we have sliders here, and we can see that that has been emphasized with strong text, and that text is readable to the search engine. So that's an excellent quality in search engine optimization. It's just one of the many design components that have been considered when developing this theme. So that's excellent. There's a whole host of other attributes that are going to allow the developers themselves to design this site not only from a SEO perspective, but also give them the tools to make sure that they can develop a functional site that has all sorts of abilities. This is just one example of their call to action, so you can choose any of these types of buttons, and that's already there. Another example of the short codes and the operability that will provide the high-level design are things like this, where we can quickly convey question and answers. For example, if you wanted to have a FAQs page, you can put all of the questions in so they can choose their question and then get their answer quickly. But all around, you're looking at a great theme that might serve the most specific needs of ITS for new client acquisition and sales cycle support. Thanks for taking the time to look into this website, and please be in touch with any thoughts or feedback, and if this is the right theme, we'd be happy to implement it.